It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1806, recorded Thursday, November 19th, 2020. Quite jarring. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have a sweater that is really hot. I have another thrift store gadget. We have a video from you guys, and Dickie D takes back his gadget warehouse. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same old show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the grand poopah of gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
The grand poo-poo of gadgets. What?
Did I say that right? Did I say grand? Is it
No.
The
The poobah. What did you say?
poobah? I was saying
poobah.
mustard, wasn't I? The
Oh.
grand poopah. The grand
okay.
poobah of gadgets. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Good. Doing really good. This has been a great week. We were talking about it right in the beginning of the show. I feel like my retail therapy is done for all of 2020 and into 2021. I got a new phone, a new watch, a new laptop, and my bank account is mad at me. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on this last week for me. What
Very
about you?
good.
Nothing exciting, I'm sure. Nothing.
Let's see. Very cold in the city. Our first under 32 degree day.
Uh-huh.
And backyard. Nothing happening in the backyard, but now in the front. Okay. Dennis and I woke up at 6 o'clock. Dennis called down and said, "Oh my God, where's that fire? Where's that fire?" I said, "I am in the yard." I said, "It's not out here."
Where's the fire? Because y'all were woken up by fire engines, like trucks.
Well, and actually by the smell of fire, which is really terrifying.
Yeah. Oh my
Because
gosh.
I thought, did I leave the electric heater on and did
Right.
it set fire to... Anyway, couldn't find anything until I opened the front door to my apartment and walked to the front of the building and found this little 30-second video.
Now, I've turned it way down because it's very loud. I'm turning it up.
Yeah.
You can hear them crashing the windows.
They're
Smashing
the windows. And there was a woman in the last window that has no bars showing, screaming, "Help me, help me."
Oh my
And for
gosh.
some reason, they couldn't hear her. And finally...
Is that right here? I'm
I'm sorry. No. Just go... the window all the way where the ladder is. There's at the other end. That window.
Oh,
she was hanging out that window saying, "Help me, please." And I was barefoot and just wearing a bathrobe, so I didn't want to run out in the street. But there was a crowd out there, and someone kept yelling to the fire people, "She's in that window up there."
Oh my
And
God.
it made me think that if you ever have to yell out of a window, also wave a bath towel or something.
Right.
Because she had nothing in her hand. And also it was hard to hear because there were more fire trucks coming. And yeah, it was really
terrifying.
frightening. And we walked Charlie earlier, and there's tons of crap in the street. You know, they threw everything
Right.
out the window. But yeah, I know.
So when I
Yeah.
said, I'm sure that you've had not an exciting week, it's because I had seen this video already. I
yes.
can't imagine it getting any more exciting without bodily harm.
No. And then
Golly.
you worry with that they're going to short out the electricity in the street and the buildings, the block's going to go down.
Oh my gosh.
And
do you happen to know if everyone's okay or?
I only know one person in that building, and I just called them. And he said, "Dick, you can't tell from the outside, but the building is actually divided at the center." And he said, "I'm in the Riverside Drive portion, so we had no problem here." So I don't know. But we kept looking at the local Channel 1 news, which is New York City news. It didn't even get on there. So I'm assuming it was not a terrible disaster outside of
Fire is like one of the scariest things to me.
Yes.
I have fire extinguishers all over the house. Basically, if you see a sink, there is a fire extinguisher under that sink in my house. It's terrifying. That's just
no.
terrifying.
I am the same way as you. In each apartment, I have one of those. I don't know, what are they? 50-gallon, a 20-gallon. A fire extinguisher you see in a department store on the wall.
Yeah.
One of those.
Is it that one water or is it still red or chemical?
It's red. I don't even know
Red.
what's in
Then
it.
it's chemical. It's chemical. So one interesting story of mine is I had to learn about fire extinguisher technology when I worked for Brian Brushwood because he would do fire eating. And so there were certain fire extinguishers that were, obviously better for that or not. And there's the chemical, fire extinguishers. Those are the classic red ones. You have the silver ones. Those are almost always filled with water. And then you can also find some red ones that have a really large nozzle. And those are like CO2 or something like that. Or carbon, dioxide.
Yeah.
Not monoxide. And he was always like, if we ever see one of those, always use that for the show because it just puts out this gas and there's not chemicals everywhere. So it almost looks comical. He's like, if I'm ever on fire and one of those are around, put me out with that because I can just brush it off as part of the show. But can't really do that with a chemical fire extinguisher. So
no, they make them. I don't know if they still do or not, but they make that gas laden thing for my houseboat. I had that installed in the engine compartment, and with the automatic sensors over each engine, and it would do what you said. It drops like a kind of gas on, doesn't it?
Right. It just smothers the fire, so it's not a flammable gas, and so it has no oxygen.
And I mean, it's thousands of dollars, but I was reading that people who install the things that shoot powder, it just about ruins the engine.
Yeah,
everything is laden, and if it's wet back there, it forms goop. So I stuck with the whatever. Yeah. It had a name, Hydra. I don't know what it was.
Right.
But whatever it was.
that technology
it was the
fire
good stuff.
The good one. Exactly. Wow. Exciting week.
Exciting week. Exactly.
Jump in.
All right. Should we just jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did my ABC spot and I had one gadget that I didn't do here. And I kind of like it. And this is it. Okay, winter is coming. So sometime back, I did this hand warmer, with a 20,000 milliamp battery inside and digital readout. 65% battery left here. And using it's too big. It's just too clumsy. Put it in the pocket, put it in your jeans pocket, and by the time you walk 30 feet, your jeans are on the floor because this weighs it down so much. So I went and bought another one. And what I like about this one is there's the name there, but I don't think it much matters if you look at the name this way or if you look at the name that way. Either way, it's pretty much unpronounceable. All right, so this does have a lot of features in it. So turn it on, you push this little button and hold it in for a minute, and it lights up, and I believe that is like 110 degrees. Push it again, and I can't even read them, but I'll put it on the screen, and it goes up to 140 degrees. But wait, there's more, Push this in twice quickly, you have a flashlight, all right? And then twice off, and then push it in 3 times fast. I think you can probably hear it. This, I don't know. Maybe if you had, like a phone in your pocket, It's vibrating, but it's not going to make you feel comfortable or anything. So let me just hold this in, like 1, 2, 3. Shut that off. 1, 2, 3. All right, now it went off. And I'm just going to hold that in for it to go off. All right, so there are 4 LEDs here. It tells you how much charge is in the battery. This is a 10,000 milliamp battery, and it does have USB out, so you can charge gadgets with it. It does have the flashlight, does have the LED screen, and it's pretty reasonable, although I defy you to pronounce the name. Dennis, can you pronounce Xiaoqiao?
It ain't French.
It ain't French. It's okay. It is. It's not bad. It is. What did I pay for this? $23.39, and of course now that I bought one, they're offering 10% off. I don't know if it'll be there if you go look for it, but that's another $2.30. So like $21 or so. The name is just ridiculous, and 3 of the 4 features I think are good. All right, outside of the little massaging thing, and it does heat up both sides, which is good. That's about it, and I do like the thing that you can charge your phone with it. That's it. The Giz Wiz being warm at Disneyland.
That little massager is just kind of pitiful.
It really is. It's like,
gosh.
What else can we put in here? And the guy says, well, you can put this little thing in. It's not going to do much.
Yeah,
He said,
he's
we
thinking-
can advertise it.
We have these vibration modules left over from these cell phones we were making. Why don't we just throw it in there,
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to take up any room.
Exactly. Oh, man. So the one you bought, was it this one? The $23?
Yes.
With that
Yes,
5%
yes.
off coupon?
Yes, exactly. And then...
Lowest price in 30 days. This is the first time I've seen this little 10% off. Then with the 5%
they're doing
coupon.
that. Yes, they're doing that now.
I've seen that. Getting rid of...
so
They're cutting into Camalizer's business.
Yes, I think you're
Interesting.
right. And also, this one didn't do it. But normally they have a graph, and the graph is kind of deceptive, is because it shows like a giant arrow up, and then it says now, and the giant arrow down, and it will say like save 30 cents. Yeah. As you can see, go back where you were, Chad. There are lots of people selling the exact same thing with...
Where was I here? There we go. Slightly
this one
different
is that's the
features.
same one. The Chimay.
Oh. Yeah.
The Chemay. Oh no, it's only 7,800.
That's. But it has the exact same outer shell. You'd think that they.
Yes, exactly.
It's got to be from the same factory.
Company. And this one too, I think. The Kajori.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 1,200. So it's kind of pick what you want.
Yeah. Pick your size.
Yeah, but with the 10% off, it's down to 21. Oh wait, there. Oh, it dropped again.
Yeah. So this was linked in my doc. I think maybe Josh found this one. And yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think I found it too.
Or maybe you did.
Yeah. Second link. Yeah.
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 And so
now
go.
you're down to $19.
Right. Right.
So that I think is a pretty good. Oh, the reviews. Go up to reviews. I don't know.
These ones seem good.
No, the first one has nothing to do with this. Go back up to the top there.
No.
This an excellent set of Rosettas.
Oh no! I hate it when they do this.
Fox large water bucket.
Right. Not used it yet, but it looks good. LOL. Verified purchase.
Right. And I think the secondary thing I found also has all fake reviews.
That's so crummy.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, I hate that. That makes you just absolutely hate the product without even. I really like this supplement. Hand warmer.
Yeah.
Fed it to my horses.
Vitamins. Oh, the natural feed for mine. Wow.
Yikes.
Then now there are 6 uses for this.
Oh my gosh.
Massager, heater,
Keep your
phone
horses
charger,
warm in the winter.
Supplement, horse feeder.
Yeah. It took a little while for my ponies to get used to the taste. but they look so good.
My mule ate this, and now my mule vibrates. I don't know what's up with that.
So for those of you who are confused, what they do is they take over a product that was well reviewed. So it'll even say verified purchase because Amazon knows that the purchaser bought it, then went back and reviewed it, and then they'll change the name, they'll change the photos, they'll change the description, and so it's a new product is what they do. So at one point, this link used to go to horse, sounds like horse vitamins.
And now it goes to horse something else.
Yes, exactly. So that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they when they do that, they just assume you're not going to look at the reviews.
Right.
They just say,
right.
Oh,
Most people don't
look at all
read
those
the
stars.
reviews. They look for something that has a lot of high stars, and they don't actually go there. So yeah.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So let's go on to our next gadget.
Here it is.
It's the Giz Wiz. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can do this. We had chili for dinner and it's burning. Oh, my stomach. I feel like I'm on fire. I have no idea what was in that. I think logs. All right, so this is my fireplace sweater. I'll show it to you, okay? It is from Morph Digital Duds, and it is the moving fireplace sweater. And once you buy it, you download their app, and then you go into the app and pick out the fireplace. The app is terrible. As soon as the app starts, it goes, the app has stopped. Would you like to close it? And I did that 6 times. And I read some of the reviews, and pretty much everybody, or a lot of people said the app is ridiculous. So I went to another website. I think it was called Pleasant Sound, something like that. And I found another fireplace, which is what this one is. So a thing to be aware of, I had to try 3 phones to get one that would fit in here, okay?
Uh-oh.
I finally ended up with an old Galaxy S5, which is roughly 3 by 5.5 inches. So that's small. And that just about, you stretch this out and put it in from the front. So if you have a big phone, it's not going to work. And also, this kind of swims on me. One reviewer said the sizes run small. So I usually order a large. I ordered extra large. I mean, I am wearing a lined jacket under this, okay? So this is very large. So let's take a look at it there. Relatively inexpensive. $29.99, and it's the Morph Men's Digital Duds fireplace. I don't know why they call it the ugly. I don't think it's ugly, except maybe if you order it in pink, it could be called ugly. But it's not that bad, and it's kind of fun, and I think it's reasonable for $30. The sizing, I guess just order your normal size. A large would have been better than this extra large. But that's it. All I can say is happy holidays a little bit early.
That's why you shouldn't eat those peppers.
Yes.
That is
Jalapeno.
a bummer that it is so small because I was totally going to get this. Like,
Yes.
ugly sweaters.
I don't know what they were thinking.
I know. And so ugly sweaters have kind of become a fad in a way.
Yeah. But usually
every
ugly
holiday.
sweaters are ugly, right?
Right. This one's like not ugly enough. Like it needs to be
exactly. Unless you
uglier.
get the and hit that link again. I believe it's on sale now for $24.99.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing something different at Amazon. I buy it and then they reduce the price. And then when I talk about it on air, they raise it above to what I bought it at so that people can complain. You can see how little
that phone is like the original 4 or iPhone 4, not original, but the iPhone 4 or something like that. It's itty bitty. And then I accidentally autoplayed that video. That stinks it's so small because it would be perfect. Yeah, look how tiny that is.
Yes. And in one of the descriptions it says, it can even fit the Galaxy S3.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that stinks because that would have been a fantastic.
It's a fun thing, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. They need it now for like iPads because you could really get a nice screen on there.
Oh, that would be great! Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
But
their Beatmaster
if you have an old crappy phone, all you need to do is.
I know.
That's
the problem, though, is that they need one for every dimension. You know, you not only need small, medium, large for the person, but you need small, medium, large for the device. Because I would love to throw an iPad in there, but you might not have one. You might only have a phone. So you gotta really have a whole bunch of options.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So if you want one of these, remember, if you have an old phone around, it'll probably fit. I think it was. I think I said it in the video. I think it was 3 inches by 5.5 inches. That is really tiny.
Yeah, that's too small nowadays. An iPod Touch would fit, I think. That's about it. Okie dokie. Cool gadget, though.
Excellent. Okay, now our third thing is from Kingston, and I explained why the video looks so terrible. I had made an appointment with David to do this, and I'll explain why we couldn't do it right. But he shows their new gadget. It is their new 128 gigabyte Data 2000 Traveler.
Whoa.
And David will explain all about it. And this is what it looks like. He holds it in his hand, but this is sort of a better view of it, even though it's a little fuzzy with my camera. So let's hear what David tells us about the Data Traveler 2000. So we're talking to David at Kingston. We're doing this in a bizarre way. For some reason, I'm on Skype. He's on Skype, but Skype tells me he's using something called Teams, and it won't let me record the call. So being so inventive, I have this $3 piece of junk tripod holding my phone, aiming at the screen. And fortunately, Giz Wiz viewers are used to pretty much anything. So we're going to carry on this way. So David, tell us what you do and how long you've been there at Kingston.
Sure. So thank you for being the master of jerry rigging and making this happen. So thank you for having me on, Dick. I'm the public relations manager for Kingston Technology out here in Southern California. And I've been with the company for 14 years as of Friday, November 6th.
Wow. Well, that's great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
this
super.
This is our Data Traveler 2000. So Data Traveler is the family name that Kingston uses for all of its USB drives. And this particular drive is an encrypted USB, so it keeps all of your data safe whenever you need to take it with you. And the keypad locks and unlocks the access to the device for you. That's why there's a keypad on here.
Oh, okay. Now, we saw this a year or so ago, but there's something, is it a new capacity? Because I was kind of amazed. I already misplaced the package, but was this 128 gigabytes?
It is. So we just launched this capacity, 128 gigabytes, just a little while ago, about a month ago. It starts at 4 gigabyte, but now it goes all the way up to 128, so you can store a lot of stuff on this drive.
And who is this aimed at?
Sure. So it's really aimed at pretty much everybody. The chief feature, I think, of this drive is that because it has a keypad to lock and unlock the device, you don't have to worry about an OS. So, we make other encrypted devices where you plug it in and a little auto-run executable comes up on the screen for like Windows and Mac and Linux. And then you type in your password to unlock it. So the beauty of this drive is that you're essentially punching in an 8-digit code of your choice, a numerical code, or maybe you remember a word, that'll kind of clue you into whatever your password is. Once you unplug that, there's a little light on here that turns green. That means, hey, your drive is unlocked, and then you plug it in to your computer. One of the other things too is that, when you're plugging it in and you're using it, let's say, what happens if you have to walk away, you forget to lock it before you walk away. Anybody coming by your computer who sees it, and as soon as the drive is ejected from the PC, let's just say they might pull it out thinking, oh, let's see what's on this USB. It locks automatically as soon as it's ejected from whatever devices. You were asking me before about, who's it aimed at, who's it targeted for.
Yes, yeah.
We have customers that, both on the corporate side and both on the consumer side. So, for instance, Apple with iOS 14 allowed the use of USB drives on their iPad or iPhone. So if you have like the right adapter for it, it's a USB Type A. So maybe it's a USB Type A to Lightning or Type C. Then you can use this, on a smartphone or on your tablet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We actually had a customer years ago. We had this customer who came to us and they needed to download some security footage off of a CCTV camera. Because it was security cam footage, it had to be protected. It had to be encrypted. So at that time, we didn't even have this drive. So we lost the sale because all of our encrypted drives at that time required an OS to lock and unlock.
I see.
So now that customer is great because now we ship them the DT2000. They punch in a code. They could plug it directly into the camera, unload the data, unplug it, and it's locked until they're ready to view that footage.
Perfect. Congratulations again on 14 years, and thanks for doing this.
Thank you, sir. Great to see you, Dick.
Thank you.
That is great. I've seen this type of technology. I saw a different product, but this type of thing being used at gaming conventions where they had the executable of the game, right? But if someone got the game early, like if someone stole that drive, then they might be able to leak the game. So, there's a whole bunch of reasons why you'd want this. It is pretty expensive, but...
They are, yes. They start at 4 gigabytes for like $60, is it?
Yeah. Like just this 16 gigabyte one is almost $100.
Yeah. But if you're a corporation or you have something really important, and then also if they try to hack it after 10 tries, the data gets erased.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find the 128 gigabyte one. Maybe it's not on the website yet, but yeah. So I'm very confident in how secure it is. I think hardware encryption on device, you're gonna be solid with that, and you kind of know if you're the type of person that needs this type of security. If you're a teacher, if you're a student, you probably don't need this much security on your term papers, that sort of thing. But if you're in a corporate situation or, there's a whole bunch of different reasons that you would need this. And so if you're one of those people, this would be a good product for you.
We also don't need 256-bit encryption for our YouTube videos.
Right. So
anyway, the 128 gigabytes is the newest, and if you search Amazon, it might be there yet. If it's not, it's coming very, very soon. So new from Kingston.
Perfect.
And that brings us to...
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okay, so I have maybe a what the heck is it? Possibly.
Not possibly. I have no.
This.
Turn it all the way around.
Let me see.
Which is the front?
I don't think I'm gonna give anything away if I keep turning.
Okay.
I don't think so. Anybody? So I have seen
it's something to
products
do with
like this.
Cooking.
I've seen products like this, but I have
I'm
not
saying
seen
something
it
to
this
do with
way.
cooking.
It does have to do with cooking. An Instant Pot holder heater? No. Small.
A stirrer. It's a stirrer.
Nope.
Automatic stirring device.
No, not a pressure cooker. It is a kitchen appliance. I'll give you all that. Wow, well, this might be a pretty good one.
It is.
It is made by Black & Decker. Don't know if that helps.
It's a kitchen appliance that converts to an electric drill.
No. Soup mixer, no. Toaster, no. Wow, I may have stumped him. I don't think I see a correct answer. I see a close answer in the Twitch chat. Someone asked air fryer. No, that's not. An egg hatcher, no. A hot dog cooker, no. Well, I'll play the video that I recorded earlier, and we'll all find out together.
You really got us. That's great.
Crazy. I have not seen anyone get it. I've seen. I'll let y'all know what got close, which was a can opener, but it is not a can opener. Hey Diggity, so here we are with another thrift store gadget, and this is the gadget. This is an electric jar opener, so I have a few jars here to test it out.
Oh my
Now what's funny is I've never actually seen this type of jar opener, but while I was in Goodwill, I saw two. One that was a much smaller version of this. And they looked exactly like this one was because it's like it's never been used. There's still plastic on the electrical cord back here. And also there is still a piece of styrofoam in the area that you, whoa, sorry about that, that you put the jar, which I thought was crazy. What's weird though is it looks used because like this button has been kind of smashed a few times. So it's like this weird, not used, but still definitely, you know, not in perfect condition. Oh my gosh, this cord is so small. I have to reach down here to plug it in. I thought that would be a little bit longer. So this is the operation of it that you have. Waffles, get out of here. Obviously, I picked it up for $6.99. You take the jar and you put it at the bottom. The bottom will rotate. So these teeth get closer as it rotates one way or the other. So we'll take our pickle jar, the classic difficult jar to open. This one has not been opened yet. We'll set it in the center and then we will tighten until it is closed. Then up here, we have this release button. So you push that button and then this is able to land, I guess, onto the lid. The teeth are all the way open. Still, this is the first time I'm testing this thing. It's maybe the first time this thing ever run. Then I guess we press this button right here. Press this button right here. Oh no! There could be. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's a very delicate operation. I have to push the button just right. It did it! The jar has been released. Okay, very cool.
Gosh.
So that worked. Let's tighten that back up. Now let's use another. This is just another one. This is ragu. So we got some pizza sauce. So let's try it with a different jar. You can see how tall this gets. That's pretty tall, I would say. Okay, that one's on there pretty tight. We will lower and barely press. Did it! There we go.
Wow.
Another jar undid. Now, of course, these jars have kind of some smaller teeth, so I wanted to try a jar that has a little bit more teeth to it. This is some homemade salsa that I have, and this, is always very difficult for me to open, to unscrew, but also it has a lot longer teeth, so it has a lot more to travel whenever you're working on it. So let's press this down.
Oh no!
It's lifting! Oh, we may have found a jar that is too difficult. I have to like hold this while it goes. You did it!
Oh!
There it goes. and then I could lift that up. So it handled even the toughest jar that I have with a little bit of weirdness. It kind of lifted the whole thing. But there you go. So the only issue is that this button, well, it's weird. It's like, it works now. The first time it was a light press, but now it works. So if I ever find a jar that I absolutely can't open, I could whip this thing out. It has a fancy carrying case.
Handle.
Only cost me $7, and it still works. Possibly the first time ever used. Maybe this was damaged from being transported, not sure. But there you go. The Black & Decker, what is this, the name of this thing? Twist Off? Something, I'll try to look for it.
Black and
Oh gosh, what is this? Lids Off.
Lids Off.
Lids Off. Black & Decker Lids Off jar opener.
So I was crazy impressed. First off, I am pretty positive that it's never been used before. It's just, it does have some plastic that's broken, like I was mentioning. But for $7, this was really a pretty epic thing to work as well as it did.
The thing is, you have a big kitchen. I mean, I would have the choice of having a jar opener or my electric coffee pot.
Right.
And I think the coffee pot's going to win.
Right. No, that is a good point, is that if you have a smaller kitchen, this is a gigantic appliance. It is available around. Here is a smaller version that is on Amazon. And I feel like I made a good investment because it is $150.
What are you kidding me?
Now, I don't know if this is...
$18 shipping.
Now, I've seen lots of other... See, this is the type of jar opener I have seen around. You know, this is like
Yes.
a $30, and then like this type of thing. So there's a chance that this is just kind of an absurd price. I mean, it is an absurd price. I don't think anyone should spend that much money on a jar opener, but there's kind of an example of it. But yeah, I mean, it gets so tall. I was just really impressed. And then the other crazy thing was, this is the first time I'd ever seen this style of jar opener. And there was another one in this exact same style at the same Goodwill. I wonder if the person who this got donated from just had a jar opener thing. You know, like they really just needed a whole bunch of jar openers. But yeah, it is pretty substantial. So there you go.
And it's a great What the Heck Is It game.
Great, what the heck is it? I wonder, would it have thrown you off if I would have shown that it expanded? What the heck is it? It expands too. Oh man.
No, it was good the way you did it.
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, with that, let's head into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, so we only have a Gadget Warehouse from Mo, and we did a Gadget Warehouse last week. And I had remembered I made a Gadget Warehouse standby more than a year ago. So we're going to show that. And then next week we can show Mo's. But then we're out. So when this is over, we'll tell you how to get us a warehouse gadget. But let's take a look.
Oh, sorry, I was not prepared. Here we go.
Dick's Gadget Warehouse. So I brought this out to the street to put on the garbage cans, okay? Here in the city, if you think it's something someone might like, you don't put it in the garbage can. You put it on top of the garbage can. And there's a certain number of people who walk by looking on the tops of garbage cans. And it's sort of a way to recycle. So I thought I'd do a quick video with it. I did a video about 8 or 9 years ago with this, but used copyright material, so it was a bad thing for YouTube. Okay, it's called Stingray. All right, kind of clever, play on Stingray. And it's Stingray because it uses string to make... Well, you're not going to shut the overhead light on. the overhead light off, and that should help a little. And I'll also turn this off. I'd actually move it over to here because it's a touch darker there. So you can put it on automatic, and it'll do all its own things. Or you can put it on manual, and you can control it. Whoa, look at this. It was from a company called Can You Imagine? You can do everything. So you can also move the strings closer together.
Whoa.
It's pretty neat. And so what's bad about things like this is just as I'm about to put them out, I go, well, I can't throw this out. So I don't know. If you live close by and you want to come and take this away, that would be great, okay? So if you live on the Upper West Side, if you live in Manhattan and you want this, you can have it. And I would know it went to a good home. Ooh, and you can do magical things like this yourself. This is great fun. Anyway, that's it. Stringray, it was $80 when it was new, and I don't see it online. Oh, now that's a dull thing. Come on, get going. Oh, okay, there you go. It works fine. Bye.
I feel like I've seen this at Spencer's Gifts.
You're sleepy. I bet you did. Sleepy.
Also, maybe on Star Trek.
That
so funny.
could be. That could be. Yeah, it's very clever. It's a little motor spinning some colored wheels and just a piece of string.
That's crazy.
I know. It is the kind of
what
thing
they thought of back in the day.
Yes, exactly. It is the kind of thing that's hard to throw out because it's kind of fun.
Yeah, totally. Love it.
So if you live in Manhattan and you want to come get it, drop me an email, gizwiz@gmail.com. And that's the same address.
Right.
The same address. We need some videos, okay? A video, anything to do with a gadget. 2 to 3 minutes, like that video was like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Just make sure we can see the gadget. It's in horizontal when you shoot it, and we can hear you. And put it on YouTube. On YouTube, when you upload this, a drop-down menu, click Unlisted. And that means only people who have the URL will be able to see it. And send us that URL, and it goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. New gadget, old gadget, gadget you love, gadget you hate, anything to do with a gadget. And we especially love it when you find old gadgets that were cutting edge. Like that one. That was $80, and it was at a toy fair. And the crowds of people, oh my God, oh, look at that. So get us a video. Mail@gizwiz.tv.
Send it in with that.
Now,
with that. Your letters that you've sent in.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
all right. And you have 2 pictures for this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is from Adam, and Adam writes, Dick and Chad, I wanted to follow up on the present pets you showed. They were the pets that unboxed themselves, okay? It was a little doggy. I mean, it's amazing. He breaks out of the presentation box. It is a really fun toy. Do not buy it from Amazon.
Oh.
Because they ship it in the present pets box and nothing else.
Boo.
They just slap the shipping label on the actual toy box. He's showing you that.
There's the shipping label.
There's
it looks
the shipping label. Yes.
broken.
Now, that part of it, you take off yourself. But still in all, it does ruin the whole presentation because it's
Right.
kind of fun. You do the first part, and that exposes the box underneath that the dog breaks out of. But I'll finish reading this. They slap their labels on the actual toy box. Not only ruins the presentation, but the box itself is easily damaged. This is a great gift, but tell folks buy it elsewhere. See my attached 2 photos.
Interesting.
Adam.
Now, Chumley is giving us a tip, and he says, select ship in Amazon packaging, I assume at checkout. Now, this is a feature I have not seen. I have not noticed.
Oh, neither have I. I was going to say, do they charge for gift wrapping?
Right.
That
And it could,
suggests-
Scooter X is mentioning, it depends on the seller too. So sometimes it ships directly from the seller. Sometimes it ships from an Amazon warehouse. You don't always know. But if this is something you really want, or yeah, if you ask for it to be gift wrapped, then it would come in a bag, and that would definitely come inside of a box. So,
so
if
just
that's your
beware.
only option, otherwise try to get it at a local seller, and then you'll know.
I was
what
just
you're
going to
getting.
say, you can also check Walmart.
Right.
It is an amazing thing. Go back and find that show. And it sells, the list price is $50. And for some reason, they sometimes sell it for $40, $39.99. And that's it. It's called Present, like giving someone a present, Present Pets. And there are 4 little doggies, and you have no choice. It unpacks itself, and you're surprised what you got. So, Adam, thank you very much for telling us about that.
You know, I feel like we get a present every single week from our patrons over at
We do.
patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much. If you support the show, seriously, thank you so much for your support. You know who you are. If you've given in the past, if you're giving right now, if you plan on giving in the future, we want to say thank you so much for your support. We are a fan-run show, a fan-supported show. So if you want to give back, you can head on over to patreon.com/Giz Wiz to find out more on how to support. Or you can head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a big banner there for you. If you want to give via PayPal as another option, you can just scroll underneath that Patreon banner at gizwiz.tv, and there's a PayPal link for you to support us that way. However you do, once again, thank you so much. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where we record live. We're live right now. If you're watching live.
What? Why wasn't I told?
Diggity, we're live. We're recording. You can head on over to gizwiz.tv and watch the live stream. There we are. And you can also join the chat room and chat along with everybody there. If for some reason the chat's not showing up, like for me, just head on over to irc.gizwiz.tv for the chat room. And we also have links to subscribe on iTunes, YouTube. We got RSS feeds. We're probably already on your favorite podcatcher. And then you can also catch all the previous shows right there on the website, gizwiz.tv. If you want to know more about the gadgets that we talk about on this show, head on over to gizwiz.biz. Dickie D runs that website. He's run it for years. So you can check out literally every gadget that has ever been on the 1,806 shows. It'll be there on gizwiz.biz. So head on over there.
And I should point out 286 of those shows were compliments of our Patreons.
That's insane.
So that's a lot of shows. That's more than 5 years.
How at what point have we been independent longer than we were with Twit?
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know when that's going to happen. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. The first 1,600 shows were over at Twit then, right?
Yeah. Was it? Yeah, I forget which episode we went independent on.
I don't know.
And then at what point you were daily and then weekly? We'll have to do the math.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We're still here, so what are we?
exactly. There's no race. Head on over to gizwiz.biz to find all the articles about all the gadgets we cover. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? Which is, we kind of acted like a What the Heck Is It this episode. This is a real What the Heck Is It, and this is the gadget. You got to guess what the heck that thing is. If you do know what it is, get a guessing. There are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers. But if you don't know what it is, get creative. But I'm sad to say that I already know what this is, and This
Okay.
is
Yeah,
yeah.
good. You can spoil it. Go
I'll
ahead, you
spoil.
can
You know,
it.
it's just too obvious. I feel like I gotta spoil it. This is obviously an iPad holder for a crab. You know, for those crustaceans that need to hold their phones. There you go. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I just had to call it out. Call it as I see it. No filter.
Yeah. I guess the box gave it away. I bought it at Crustaceans Are Us.
There you go. That was it. Yeah. I thought it was, Aqua House or something like that. But anyway, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. If you want to get the mobile version of that website, gizwiz.me is the place to do it. We got gizwiz.tv, gizwiz.biz, and gizwiz.me. We got all the Gizwiz covered on the internet. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.